In a world obsessed with perfection, we find ourselves trapped in a hall of mirrors, each reflection distorting our true selves. We strive for flawlessness, perfect bodies, perfect careers, perfect lives, yet the more we chase it, the further it slips away. The weight of expectation presses down, whispering that we are never enough. Our flaws glare back at us, relentless, unforgiving. We hide them, polish them, fight them, convinced that perfection is the key to being loved, to being worthy. But what if we've been chasing a lie? What if the cracks in our facade are not our shame, but our salvation? Today, we step into The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown, a book that dares us to stop seeking perfection and embrace the one truth that changes everything. This is a journey into the heart of what it means to be human, a story that promises not just answers, but a way through the struggle. Stay with us. The mirrors are about to shift. Over the next couple of minutes, we'll uncover 10 transformative insights from The Gifts of Imperfection. Each one is a step toward freedom, a light in the shadows of perfectionism. Let's begin. Insight 1. The mirror of the mind. Imagine a mirror that reflects not just your face, but your soul. It reveals every scar, every doubt, every moment you've felt small. Yet in its depths, it also shows your courage, your resilience, your quiet, unshakable light. Sarah was an artist who locked her paintings away, terrified of judgment. Her brush strokes weren't perfect, her colors too bold. But one day, she hung a canvas in a cafe, raw, unfinished, real. People didn't critique it, they felt it. They saw themselves in its imperfection, and Sarah learned that her vulnerability was her art's true beauty. Brené Brown writes, "Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome." What if we stopped fearing the mirror and dared to look deeper? What if the imperfections we hide are the very things that connect us? But courage doesn't come easy. How do we find it? Let's uncover the next step. Insight 2. The Garden of the Soul. Hold on. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, it's never enough? Like perfection is a finish line that keeps moving. Let's pause and breathe into that. Picture a garden where every flower blooms in its own time. Some crooked, some wild, all beautiful. This is your soul, growing not through force, but through patience, through grace. John was a man who lived for checklists. Perfect job, perfect routine, until burnout broke him. One morning, he sat in his garden, watching weeds twist through the soil. He stopped pulling them. He let them grow. And in that surrender, he found a peace he'd never known. Perfectionism is a self-destructive and addictive belief system that fuels this primary thought: if I look perfect and do everything perfectly, I can avoid or minimize the painful feelings of shame, judgment, and blame. What if we tended our souls like this garden, trusting that imperfection is part of the bloom? You're not a project to be finished. You're a living, breathing garden. Let yourself grow. Insight 3. The Dance of Authenticity. Life is a dance, and authenticity is the rhythm that keeps us true. When we follow someone else's steps, we falter, but when we move to our own beat, we fly. Emily wore masks for everyone, daughter, worker, friend, until they suffocated her. One day she said no to a request that didn't fit her. The world didn't end. It opened. She danced her own steps, and for the first time, she felt alive. Authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. What would it feel like to drop the masks, to dance as yourself, unscripted and free? But authenticity has a shadow: shame.
Can we face it? Let's find out. Insight 4. The shadow of shame. Shame is a shadow that trails us, whispering that we're not enough. But shadows only form where there's light, and we hold that light within. David hid his tears when he lost his job, believing strength meant silence. Shame swallowed him whole. Then he told a friend, raw, unpolished truth. His friend didn't turn away. He listened. And in that moment, David's shadow began to fade. Shame corrodes the very part of us that believes we are capable of change. What if shame isn't your truth, but a story you can rewrite? What if sharing it sets you free? Take a breath. This is deep water. Sawdust piles up here. Let's keep moving. Insight 5. The armor of perfectionism. Perfectionism is armor we wear to shield ourselves from pain. It's heavy, cold, and keeps us from the warmth of connection. Lisa chased A's and applause, her life a fortress of perfect grades. But when she failed a test, her walls cracked. Friends didn't abandon her, they rallied. Her imperfection didn't push them away, it pulled them closer. Perfectionism is not the same thing as striving to be your best. It's the belief that if we live perfectly, look perfectly, and act perfectly, we can avoid the pain of blame, judgment, and shame. What if we shed this armor, let the air touch our wounds, and found love waiting there? Perfection keeps you safe, but it also keeps you alone. Choose connection over control. Insight 6. The gift of play. Play is a breeze that lifts us, a reminder that life isn't just duty, it's delight. Mark pushed himself relentlessly, treating rest as failure until his body rebelled. Collapsed on the couch, he finally paused. He sketched idle doodles, wandered wooded trails, shared dumb jokes with friends, and unearthed a lightness he'd forgotten beneath the weight of productivity. We need to play. Play is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When did you last let yourself play, free of purpose or proof? Play opens us to joy, but so does gratitude, the practice of noticing the light is already around us. Insight 7. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is a lantern, casting light into our darkest corners, revealing treasures we've overlooked. Anna's grief after losing her mom was a heavy fog. She started writing 3 gratitudes daily: small things, coffee, sunlight, a friend's voice. The fog didn't lift, but the light grew stronger. Gratitude is a practice. It's not an attitude, it's something we do. What if we turned our gaze from lack to abundance just for today? Gratitude doesn't fix everything, but it changes how you see. Insight 8. The myth of scarcity. Stop for a second. Look around. What do you have right now that's enough? Scarcity is a thief, stealing joy with whispers of not enough, time, love, worth. Tom chased more, money, status, yet felt empty. Then he sat with his kids, watched the sunset, and saw abundance he'd missed. Their giggles, the sky's glow. We get scarcity because we live it. What if enough isn't out there? It's already here, waiting for you to notice. Insight 9. The courage to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is a bridge, shaky but strong, linking us to love and belonging. Maria's marriage frayed until she spoke her truth. No blame, just heart. Her husband met her there. Vulnerability didn't break them, it rebuilt them. Vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. What if the risk of being seen is worth the reward of being known? But vulnerability rests on one thing: worthiness. Are you ready to claim it? Insight 10. the truth of worthiness. Worthiness is a seed inside you, needing no permission to bloom, just faith. Rachel sought worth in likes and praise until she crashed. In the quiet, she heard it. You are enough, not for what you do, but for who you are. You are imperfect, you are wired for struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging. What if your worth isn't a prize to win, but a truth to accept? You don't need to earn your place. You belong, right now, as you are. Our journey through the gifts of imperfection ends here, but it's only the start of yours. Let's step back into the light.
We return to the Hall of Mirrors, but the view has changed. The reflections no longer twist or taunt, they glow. Our scars, our stumbles, our tender, imperfect hearts, they shine. We are enough, not despite our flaws, but because of them. In this dance of being, we trip and rise, break and mend. Our imperfections are not weights to shed, but threads in a tapestry vast and wild. They weave us together, these fragile, radiant strands, reminding us we are never alone. Brené Brown leaves us with this: imperfections are not inadequacies. They are reminders that we're all in this together. So I ask you, seeker, embrace one imperfection today. Whisper it to a friend. Hold it in your hands. See what shifts when you stop hiding and start living. The chase for perfection is a ghost that fades when we turn to face it. What remains is you, messy, marvelous human. That's the gift. That's the truth that changes everything. If this journey stirred your soul, don't stop now. Watch our next video, a visual summary of Dopamine Nation, and uncover how to find balance in a world of instant highs from a neuroscientist. It's waiting for you, urgent and alive. Click now to keep growing. And if this spoke to you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your voice fuels this channel, lighting the way for more stories that heal and awaken.